Hey, it's Betty Penny, and it's time for Old Plus New for September. Mix it up, mayhem or crunchy cozy are the prompts this month. Okay, you guys, Letty over at Party Planner Paperie is our guest this month for Old Plus New. I'm going to take you through, show you a little bit about her YouTube channel. She's a remarkable paper crafter and card maker. She lives nearby me and she is my PIC, my partner in crafting, partner in crime. So, Letty just she mass makes like nobody's business. I don't know how she gets everything done that she does, but it's incredible. Her videos are typically like in the 10-minute mark or less, and so it's a jolt of inspiration. I hope you'll go over and check out what she's made. Now, I am going to jump into two cards with you guys. I have got this frame keyhole from My Porch Prints, and then I have two kind of art doll sets or printables. This one's from Art Tea Life, and so is this one. I just stumbled upon it yesterday on Etsy, one of my favorite places to hang out for digitals, and I couldn't help myself. So I've had this keyhole for actually some time. I did and didn't share with you guys. I did a no dies, no problem keyhole. And then I found this one later. I was like, oh, that one's cool too. And I picked it up. It's supposed to be like a journal cover, which pretty sure one day I'm going to use it like that. But today we're going to use it on two A9 cards. So what is an A9 card? An A9 card is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, scored at 5.5 and folded, and that's the card. So it's got tons of real estate, which is exactly what I wanted. The way that I printed this keyhole, I didn't shrink it or anything. Look at my new friend. My Tim Holtz trimmer bit the dust and I needed to replace it. And I chose this one. I picked it up off Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. I love it. This extension bar goes to 13 inches. I can score on it, and the grid that you score in is so nice and wide that your score tool doesn't slip. Do y'all have that happen? I have that happen on my other scoreboards where it kind of slips and I get in different grooves. And I mean, I'm pretty groovy, but I don't need to be that groovy. You know what I mean? So, and I like that extension bar is on a spring. It's just very cool. It cuts so well. In fact, I feel like I have to be careful because it cuts so well. All right. This is designed to be a print and cut. So you're just supposed to print it and cut it. Now, I will tell you that I went through, I print, I cut, I did all the assembly, and it was all too big. So I had to print 2 to a page to get it to the scale that I wanted. Okay. When you're buying printables on Etsy, make sure you read the angel policy. This one has a very strict, not My Porch Prints, but the Art Tea Life has a very strict angel policy. So check that out. I've got some Tim Holtz tissue paper. This is definitely old. Okay. So the printables are new and the tissue paper is old. This style of card, kind of hints at being old. I feel like I'm either going to win some of you over today or I'm going to completely lose you. You're going to be already gone. You saw the art doll and you're not even listening anymore. We'll see. Okay, so I'm definitely doing the Mix It Up Mayhem. I am doing a lot of mixed media. And I am stenciling through, and I had distressed the tissue paper as well with my distress ink. So now I'm stenciling through. I'm almost out of this and I will be buying more. I actually won this paste in a giveaway and I love it. Or I got it in a box. I got this one in a box and I got 2 different ones in a giveaway. That's what it was. So I have lunar paste. I absolutely love that. I'm going to be using that in this video too, but they're just different. So lunar paste, mwah, chef's kiss. This stuff is amazing, you guys, especially for the way I like to use things. Like here, I wanted to add some metallic, but I didn't want it, to take over. So I put it on my mat and just used my finger, and I'm going to get this iridescence from it. Lunar paste is incredible. If I could only buy probably one cream or paste, I would buy the lunar paste. After trying many different brands, I've tried Lawn Fawn and all the ones, but this is the one for me. And if you check out Simon Hurley, because this is his brainchild, he does a lot of techniques with it. But look at how I get this iridescence with it when I spread it on really thin, but you can get it opaque. It can even be thick. It's just amazing. So yes, now I've cut the girl out and assembled her twice, but I have her in the size that I want her now. And I am going to separate my layers a little bit with some foam tape. I hope you guys are having a really good day. This week on my channel, you'll be seeing a Happy Mail from August, as well as I'm finally doing a wrap-up video for when Letty and I went to CKC, which is a scrapbooking event. Here's a little metal piece that I'm going to add on to this card. So yeah, I know that those 2 are coming out this week, and I don't know what else, probably some journal making. I have the quickest, easiest mini album you've ever seen coming up. Yeah, so back to the card. I had these metal pieces. I really wanted to make this mixed media, so I wanted to use just all kinds of pieces. It's best not to tape down your layers if you need to put things in behind them. But I just pulled it up and it all worked out. Look, I've got pieces stuck to the back there. It was a little bit of a mess for a minute. I was trying to make this card really quickly before going to my daughter's BFF's birthday party, and I had a goal to get it done, which I did. I got it done. I put foam tape on the back of this metal, and then I put glue on top of that. I have had these fall off in the past, so I think the glue is going to hopefully do it, and if not, we'll do some hot glue. I mean, this girl just wouldn't have that smirk on her face without her best friend at her feet, so I had to add this dog. And then I play with adding all of these flowers around, and I decide that that's a go. So there's been a lot of sickness in our house, you guys, the last couple of weeks. We had the stuff, the 2019 stuff. And then I got food poisoning on Friday. I'm still a little weak and wheezy today on Monday as I record this voiceover for you guys. Back to school. It's that back to school welcome back gift that we're getting. I think our immune systems, just hadn't been exercised properly with my kids home the last 2 years doing homeschool. Now we're getting a workout on our immune system, that's for sure. So I hope all of you are doing well. So I just use my typical bookbinding line code glue to glue that piece down, and it is on there. I'm bringing in some orange cardstock for my card base. And yes, this is a 15-minute video, you guys. This is bitty penny speed, okay? Sometimes when I speed it up too much, I can't visit with you and I can't, get in the groove. So maybe that should be the motto of of this video, is get in the groove. All right, I'm going to adhere this down. I did round the corners of that black keyhole background as well as the card base. I'm going to stencil with a little tone on tone-ish kind of vibe here. This is Rusty Hinge, and I think this is Carved Pumpkin from Stampin' Up. I'm pretty sure. I only had one sheet left. Well, I'm glad it went on this card. So, it's so funny. I think I've talked to y'all about this before, but probably more than once. But sometimes, you know, I have just been like, oh, art dolls, not my thing. Paper dolls, no way. Like, skip, next, never. Now I love them. So I told y'all that Sparkle Heart wanted to craft with me, I guess it was 2 Friday nights ago. And so I was like giving her lots of options. Like, we can collage, we can make art dolls, you know, paper dolls, whatever. And she's like, okay, paper dolls. And I've been hooked ever since. I have 15 paper dolls made. They're all Halloween. But yeah, I think that's this. These 2 cards are kind of the culmination of starting paper dolls. They're really quite fun. Back to my new best friend here. And I am going to, so I grabbed paper from that paper pad that I showed you, Midnight Garden, I think is what it's called. And I am just cutting this down. I think that's about 7 1/4 by 5, something like that. And, I'm going to cut my own keyhole out. So the keyhole that I cut out of the first card, I'm going to use as a template. I'm going to trace it on the back of this one here and cut it out with my X-Acto knife, and I'll have another background. So yes, I'm doing a second card with a keyhole in it, and it's going to be another A9. So, and that way these 2 are very much the same. I don't know how I found this Etsy shop other than Etsy, like on the recommendations page. Mine is 100% printables. And this one popped up and I saw this. At first I was looking through the shop and I was like, oh yeah, she has a really unique style. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. And then I saw this one and I was like, I have to have it. So I'm actually going to be mimicking some of her inspiration that she had on her Etsy page with the design of this card. So this card theme is like a tea party under a full moon. Wait till you see where this goes, you guys. This is one of my favorite cards I think I've ever made. I was showing Dr. Shrub my 2 cards and he was just like, these are cool. These are really cool. And I was like, oh, thanks. I feel the same way. So I used that same Crafters Workshop paste there on the green keyhole piece. And then I had put that larger piece of pattern paper. I did bring in a fussy cut flower from a different printable in my stash. I don't know where. I'm a freak for florals. I have a ton of fussy cut floral printables, so it's just from one of those. And this is just so me. So there's a little chick up at the full moon pouring some tea and stars into this lady's cup, and I love it. It's just so fun. I like the lady's expression. She has like just a gentle smirk on her face. I'm sure she's just purely delighted by her tea party under the full moon. Now, she's a party of one, but we can imagine that she's glancing over. There's friends. They're just not on the card. So here we are, my 2 cards. You made it through. Oh, I just love it so much. That lunar paste took this background to the next level. I put a little glass bead on the girl's overalls. She has carrying a pail of pumpkins because evidently she loves pumpkins. And that little bird cage piece. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's just fun. It's a decorated inside of the card. I was Zooming with Letty in a private Zoom and crafting when I finished the orange card and when I made this card. Our power did go out, so she didn't get to see the finished product, but I've seen what she's working on for you guys, and you guys have got to go see it too. So I hope after you watch this video, you'll hop on over to Letty's channel, Party Planner Paperie, and check out what she made. But don't forget about the rest of our collaboration team. There's a whole bunch of us. I'll also leave all of them linked below because they're rock stars. They've all been featured each month, so now going forward, we're going to have guests for October, November, and December, and then it'll be the end of Old Plus New. But it's been a whole lot of fun. See you guys next time.